Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at Rain-Soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The numbers for Mixon last week, 14 carries, 64 yards.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team.
So after giving up the touchdown, now what can this offense do? Can they strike back? We'll see. 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And some room to maneuver.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
How will this offense respond? Their defense just gave up the touchdown. Now it's their opportunity. 1st and 10. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right? So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over.
Let's go now. Come on, 50. 50's a month. 50's a month. I got one.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilt this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry. Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get it done. Let's go.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check. First down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain there of 21 yards. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Here we go. Get the flag. Defense, keep it up, guys.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one.
Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Cincinnati. 2 times. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Take four.
They'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's the second and 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Again, it's Mixon. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Second and 13. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. A little flat.
On first down, Bernard. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check.
Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll run. This is Bernard. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting. Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out.
Mike 50. Let's go, D. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know the man. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10.
Switch.
On play action, they'll throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
50 to
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw, fighting to stay upright. He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 20. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive, just one. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go by them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. On third down, Bernard. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. And boy, that means this next drive. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just tied it in one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll set up a throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse